Welcome to the Greener Gifting Gang podcast, the show that delves into the reasons we love to choose, wrap, and share gifts with each other. Hi, I'm your host, Eve Kale, founder of Gift Wrapped by Eve, and I'm on a mission to help you experience the joy of gift giving while also considering the planet. Each episode, I'll be sharing ideas or interviewing guests who will help inspire your choice of gifts and how you present them. Whether that's for your own gifts or products you create or sell in your small business, we'll help you consider how to make small changes that can help your gifting be a little greener. So I wanted to have a chat today about chatting, having more conversations. Are you having enough conversations in your business? And why do you need to have conversations anyway? So this is something that I think I have learned about really over the last few years as I have done more training myself on sales strategy. I'm actually in the middle of doing a sales strategy diploma, and it's something that we talk about all the time because I think there's a bit of a myth that if you've got a great product, then it'll sell itself. If you've got a great product, well, you don't need to worry because the product will just sell itself, won't it? And of course, you need to have a great product, and having something great to talk about is a good starting point. Absolutely. But if you aren't having enough conversations, whether they are conversations virtually like this or actually face to face, then it's going to be hard for people to know about what you have to offer them, whether that is a product or a service or a bit of both. So, yeah, my question to you today is, what would happen if you had more conversations, and do you think it would make a difference to your business? Now, it's certainly made a difference to my business over the years. Having more conversations has made a huge difference. And back in 2012, when I first started my network marketing business, I was having quite different conversations than I am now, but I'm still having conversations. So I had a lot more conversations with people, I would say, face to face, because I was out and about quite a lot with my little baby, as it were, and then my toddler, and then my baby and my toddler. And I was out and about and I was talking to other mums quite a lot of the time. But as time evolved, now I have conversations with people a lot more online than I do in person, which, might sound quite strange actually. But we're so well connected in different ways now that it's much easier than you might think to have conversations with a huge amount of people just in one day without even leaving your house. Now, it might sound like a bit of a strange thing to be doing, but the more conversations that you have, the more people you'll be connected with, and the more visibility you will have as your own personal brand, and then your products as well. So do you think you're having enough conversations? That is what I want you to ask yourself today. And if you think you're not having enough conversations, then have you got some strategies for having more of them? What are you going to be doing about it? Because I think it's sometimes easy to say, well, I can't meet new people. It's too difficult because I'm too busy. I'm too busy doing things I'm too busy. If you're making your products, for example, I'm too busy making my products. Or if you are preparing for a big market season, I'm too busy. I'm going to be just going to the market. I'm going to be too busy. I'm too busy to fit in meeting new people. Or perhaps you feel that actually having conversations with new people is a bit tricky and you feel a bit shy about it. Maybe that's what your challenge is. Well, let me tell you that I've had these thoughts myself over the years. I know that you might think that I'm really confident about that, but actually I'm quite shy, really. Put me in a room full of new people and I will be the quiet one. I will have conversations with people, but I might just not be the loudest person in the room. And I think that's a good point to remember, is that you don't have to be the loudest person to have good conversations with people. And that is why the online space is brilliant for people who perhaps are a bit quieter as well. So there are lots of ways that you can have more conversations. You can have more conversations on your social media. Are you being social on your social media, or are you just posting things and hoping that other people will magically just have a conversation with you and find out about your stuff? Just posting on its own is not going to get you the and the engagement that you are probably looking for. So you need to be a bit social, and if you are anything like me, you might need to plan in some time to actually go and be social on social media. So you can either go about this two ways. Sometimes you can not want to do it at all, so you just don't do it. Or sometimes you can get sucked into being on social media, scrolling away and not actually having conversations. So if you set yourself some time in your diary, or when you've got a pocket of time, say of 10-15 minutes, then go through and scroll through and actively comment and engage with other people's posts. Don't just say things for the sake of it, but things that you're genuinely interested in. I often have I have certain groups that I really like interacting with, and I know that my ideal client are in these groups. So I will proactively go into those particular groups and have conversations with people. And the more often that you do that, the more likely it is that you're going to see relevant content in your newsfeed as well, so that the algorithm knows that you don't want to see your friends' holiday snaps, much as they are fantastic. Maybe they're not your ideal client, and you want to maybe see these group posts in your feed instead. So you can do that on all the social platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn if you use that. Do you use TikTok or anything else? I don't use TikTok, but I use mostly Facebook, Instagram and LinkedIn. So you can do that on all the social media platforms. And you can do that on the newsfeed. You can do that on the stories as well. And then also make sure that you're replying to comments if people do comment on your content, because it's easy to just let the day go by and then not comment back on what people have said. So start a conversation. You can also do things like have conversations in the DMs if that is appropriate, and just check in with people, say hello, see how people are doing. You don't always have to have conversations with people when you are ready to sell something. So I wanted to talk to you about another way that you can have conversations, and that is with online networking. Is that something that you have tried before? Is it something that you feel like would be useful to you, or is it something you think, oh no, that sounds too scary? Well, yesterday I did something new. It was the first time that I had run an online networking session myself. I've been to lots of different online sessions over the years, different types, different styles, and I have been thinking for a while that I haven't found anywhere where it's just for product-based businesses. And I thought, well, do you know what? I haven't found anything, so I think I'm going to create something and see what happens. And that was the first one of those was yesterday. So it's called The Gift Connection. I hope you like the name. I like the name because it's all about connecting product businesses, products that are giftable, of course. My business is all about gifting, so that is why it's called The Gift Connection. Connecting people in a friendly, relaxed way. It's not about pitching, it's just about connecting with people, seeing how you can help them, how they can help you, and potentially some new conversations happening and maybe some business later down the line, or just some new people that can be supportive and know where you're coming from when you're a product business. So we had the first one of those yesterday, and it was in the spirit of International Women's Day, which was on Sunday. So we had an International Women's Day theme to some of the prompts that we had, and it was also free to come along because the theme of International Women's Day was give to gain. And so that so it went really well, and as expected, not everybody who had registered could make it at the time, but there were 12 of us, 13 including me, actually on the call, which was fantastic for a first session, and such a variety of businesses as well, such a variety of product businesses, so many different products there. Some people showed their products during the sessions. We saw some amazing fabric crackers that are pullable. We saw some lavender bags, which is somebody's bestseller. And we heard about people who'd written books, just a whole different range of products. It was amazing. And, it was a really friendly, supportive group. So not scary online networking. No. It was really, really friendly and supportive, and it was all done in an hour, and you didn't have to leave your house. So we connected with people that were in Ireland, a few people down south, people in London, people up north, all over the place. So There were lots and lots of conversations. We had breakout rooms. We had 3 different sessions with breakout rooms, so people got to talk to different people. So dozens of conversations going on, lots of connections made. And I hope if you were there that you enjoyed it as well, and as much as me. So we're going to be doing it again. It's going to be the next session. I'm going to be mixing up the times and the days just because I don't want this isn't going to be something where I say it's the first Monday of every month or whatever. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be different sessions at different times, and there might be some gaps as well because around school holidays and things like that. So the next session is going to be Friday, 5th of April, 11 a.m. till 12, and I would love you to come and join us. It's going to be, as I said, really relaxed, a similar sort of format where there will be small breakout rooms for you to connect with other people. I'll give you some prompts to go and talk about. You're not going to be required to pitch to a whole room of people that you've not met before online, because I know that isn't much fun, and it's not necessarily the most productive use of an hour either, because with a large number of people on a call, you can spend a lot of time just doing that rather than having conversations. So that's going to be coming up next month. And if you'd like to join us, you can register. Registration is open now. So it's £10 to come and join us to do that. But it is included in my Greener Gifting Gang membership. So if you're a member, don't register and pay £10 because you will get it for free. Just contact me and let me know that you're coming, and I can put you on my list and make sure that there's a place for you. I'm going to cap the numbers at 20 because I think that is a large enough group for the style of networking that we're doing. I want it to be relaxed and friendly, and I think a bigger group at the current moment is just going to be logistically make it more difficult. So we're going to keep it quite small. So if you do want a place, then pop me a message. I'll also put the link in. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. Are you having enough conversations, and how could you have more of them? If you had more of them, what could it do to your business? Thank you for listening to the Greener Gifting Gang podcast. For free resources, head to giftwrappedbyeve.com/freebies and follow Eve on socials at giftwrappedbyeve on Instagram and Facebook.